Okay, Goldie, you came out of your hiding place last night a lot, and tonight, this morning, or this afternoon now. Here's some, got the cat vitamins on there. Tuna fish juice. And, here's these two frickin' frack. It's Feather the Mommy, Onyx. I tell you, I don't know what's good, how much good all this stuff I'm doing for these guys is. I got, this stuff now. It's called C60, an organic hemp oil, instead of the olive oil or the avocado oil. So, and I always gave that to them all the time too. I don't know what happened with Putin, man. I think he had a stroke or something. I'm not sure. I really don't know. Something very sudden. Very sudden. And this girl has actually been using. She still doesn't use the litter box, but at least she's using the bathtub, which isn't so fucking. That's not so bad compared to using the shelves up there. You know. You guy. I've been looking at a cat. I'm gonna get all these guys' shots updated and stuff though first. And he's an orange and white one. And the owner abandoned him. The owner abandoned the cat, and I felt like, it should be all right though. It's like, so I don't know why he abandoned him. Maybe he's a pain in the butt. I'm not sure, but it could be a crappy owner. They do that stuff, right? But you know, so anyway, I gotta keep taking these guys over to the vet. Ordered a bunch of, I found a way to get the Revolution Plus, you know, stuff without which does everything. It does the whole 9 yards. It's a topical ointment that does pretty much everything. Fleas, ear mites, worms, the whole 9 yards. I found a way to get it without the prescription. It comes from the UK. And I found this other stuff called Stronghold. It's the same thing basically. It's almost half the price. So I got 6 doses of Stronghold and 3 doses of Revolution Plus coming. Plus these guys will get that when they go to the vet. I don't know about this guy. He might be a real problem. I'm going to try to get him tomorrow. She's not going to be a problem. You know, but overall, the two male cats are less of a problem than her. But she doesn't like using the litter box. I don't know what the hell's the matter with her, but that's what it is. Right? She's a snooky. She's a snooky. Anyway. You know, that's why Putin and Rocky were getting mad at her too. Because I think when a cat leaves her poop someplace, it's like an insult. You know? It really is. And she was doing that. She was doing that. She's still doing it. I don't know what's the matter with her, man. She was using the litter boxes. There are 4 litter boxes in here with multi-cat litter, and they get cleaned out several times a day. She just doesn't use it. You put her in here, she gets all pissed off. But, you know, I'm still keeping her. I mean, I'm not abandoning her or nothing like that. No way. But, you know, that goes to show you, as soon as somebody's got a little problem with one of their little kitty cats or something like that, that's why we saw this one. It was an orange and white cat, and the owner abandoned him. He's 4 years old. He's born in 2018, around there. So he's right around your age. He's like the same age as him. He was born in 2018. I figure May 5th, roughly. First time I saw you was June, and you were like a little snooky. Real small. This guy, I think he was born probably, I'm going to say June 7, 2014. Just because June 7 was Putin's birthday. But I didn't see him till, I guess, the beginning of October 2014. He was a little guy. And a little kitten. And I brought him in here Thanksgiving 2014. remember I had to go down to Northport, Florida, and it was too cold out there. I had the heater out for him and stuff like that. And he had a cardboard around him with the heater. He's over by the stairs. I said, oh God, now I got to go the next day. Can't run the kerosene heater for him all day for 24 hours or something. So I brought him inside. It was a little bit like, I don't know, the two guys, Putin and Rocky, they're okay with him. But he was with Putin and Rocky since that time, all the time. I think he's going to be the toughest to get to the vet, get him in a cage. I could pet you though. He's like, you don't like being picked up, right? You just don't like being picked up, little guy, right? Huh? And I've been going over him with the flea comb, which I wish I knew about that before, because I used to go over Rocky with the like a sponge, and with just a light, very little damp sponge with a very slight amount of soap in it. And I used to do that by the bathroom sink. And I used to make sure he used to get the flea medicine more than all of them, because I don't think he groomed himself that well, But if I had the flea comb, and now I'm learning more stuff, I didn't even know how to get this stuff without a prescription, like the Revolution Plus. And now it's Stronghold Plus. Supposedly it's the same thing. It's about 60% of the cost. You can get that without it. There's a way to get it without the prescription. It pretty much does everything. I don't think you need to do that every month, though, because I think I'm not much on these medicines because they have side effects, They got side effects. I mean, I think all medicine's got some kind. I mean, they say they're safe, but who knows? Who knows? Right? My little guy, so he was out and about last night into the wee hours. I said, finally, he's getting out of that little cubby hole. That's a good sign, right? And these two right here. He's a great little. She's the one that gives me a problem sometimes. I mean, she's like, well, she doesn't like to use litter box, and that's pretty aggravating. But whatever. Now she's using a bathtub, which to me, I could put up with that. This guy, he's always been fine. Goldie's been fine. Putin and Rocky, great cats, man. Super duper. Think about them all the time. And I got the shelf ready where the two private cremations are going on. It's going to go over the door by the bedroom. I already did the shelf on that. I did the 3 cat shelves, 6 feet long each. And they're using them. They're 8, so it's 18 more feet of cat shelf. Got a lot of stuff to do, man. Constantly doing something. So, yeah, I think they'll be alright, man, I guess. Hopefully it works out with this, hopefully it works out this next one, hopefully, if I get them. I'm not sure 110% yet. So, and I didn't update to your shots because of what happened with Gold Digger, like in 2019. She was an older cat, so she strolled by here in October 2017. I didn't know she was an older cat, but obviously she must have been because she couldn't jump up like on this thing or something. She had a claw up there. She couldn't, she was weak. She was older. I didn't realize it. She looked like a kitten. And so, I took her to the vet. She was already fixed. We found that out. We put the microchip in her. We did the first rabies shot. Then the second rabies shot the next year. Did the 3-year rabies shot. And then the year after, she go with the cancer, and I'm hand feeding her. I'm doing everything I possibly could to save her with the cancer. And people were telling me those rabies shots, and I think they don't do the 3-year anymore. They do the 2-year, or they got to have 2 1-years before they do the 3 years or something like that. That's an indication that shot isn't that super safe. And people also was reading that, if a cat already got a couple shots already, you got a rabies shot for the 1 year, and then they got the 3-year booster, the 3-year shot, whatever you want to call it, they don't really lose that vaccination over, it stays in them. It stays in them for like years and years and years and years. Plus, they never go outside. Never. That's why they got all the cat shelves and stuff. And I got stuff up here like CC's over here. I got this. They can lay on that, right? They can lay on that right here, right? And they do. I mean, I'm always maintaining spots for them. They got even this. You can see those black things on there. Those are magnets under there. The healing side of the magnet faces up on their body. They can lay on that. They got the front windowsill. It's been widened. They got that. They got the one in the bedroom. These cat shelves go along the whole length of the house. They go over, you know, on the top of the kitchen cabinets and everything. So they got, you know, they're inside, but they got pretty good stuff, you know. So I don't know what else I can do, but that was the reason I didn't want to update the shots, because of what happened with Gold Digger, right? Right, Snopes? So anyway, that's just an update on this, because I don't know. It's like I wish I did more. You know, I know I slacked off a little bit with Putin, and you know, because when I got out of the hospital in 2021, I was in there too much, right, for a simple bladder stone. That's all it was, a bladder stone. They make things into a big complicated mess. They just, you know, it's a business, you know. They're always looking for something wrong with you to do something, or they making things too complicated, right? Should have been take out the bladder stone, stop the bleeding, then get the hell out of there. But they just, whatever. But I lost so much blood and everything, and they didn't replace all of it, and I was still low on blood for months afterwards, and I was low, anemic, right? Because of that, because of the blood loss. And that was slowing me down, taking care of, you know, the kitties as much, because before I was getting more finicky with, you know, giving them, I don't know, some broken wall spirulina, Chinese chlorella, you know, the stuff like that. You know, it's the C60 went up because everybody bought it because of, you know, the epidemic thing. Went up real expensive. Now it dropped a little bit. That's why I got the hemp oil one. But still, I don't know if it would have made a difference. I don't know what happened with Putin. I think he had a stroke, to tell you the truth. Very sudden. And then what happened with Rocky? He died of a broken heart, literally. Rocky was super duper sensitive. That's why I was worried about him. But he's a little like, he definitely was missing. He's definitely missing him. Definitely. But he came out of his cubby hole, so that's really good. Glad to see that, buddy.